Hello and welcome to another thrilling week here at Beetle University. I am Professor Moptop. As we get to the end of our sessions, we're going to dive right into side 2 of Abbey Road. We've heard about a few of the songs on the album. This week we're going to hear about 2 short songs, which were actually part of a much bigger project. These are some incomplete songs that the Beatles had laying around. You're going to get 2 hunks of audio about them in your mail. The first up is Sun King. It's from the Let It Be sessions. They sort of tried it a couple times as part of Don't Let Me Down. Eventually, Don't Let Me Down evolved, and Sun King kind of fell away. But John kept what he called the Sun riff around in his brain. Now, when McCartney started thinking about coming up with a medley of songs that they would string together for side 2 of Abbey Road, he asked John if he had anything to offer. And John Lennon was very enthusiastic about this, which, as we've said a couple times before, John was less than enthusiastic about being a Beatle at this point, and he wasn't especially thrilled with most of the other things that were non-Lennon songs, but he was enthusiastic about this. Now, he had read a book about Louis XIV called The Sun, and John Lennon then had a dream about the Sun King, and in his dream, everyone was laughing and happy, so John wrote the song about it. There's a chunk where there's a bunch of foreign-sounding words. They're nothing specific. They're just kind of long words that sound a little bit Italian, a little bit Spanish. They're multi-syllables, but they're ultimately relatively nonsense. In it, we hear the phrase chica verde, which was a childish term that they would use in Liverpool to call another kid, to call a kid weak or kind of silly or goofy. It's an insult. In Liverpool. They also say cake and eat it too, which is just kind of funny, as in the phrase, you can't have your cake and eat it too. All this in the context of a very beautiful song where the 3 Beatles, George, John, and Paul, sing in perfect harmony. This was really the influence of George Martin, who was really, really good at instructing them on how to make the best records that they could. The tune itself was kind of inspired by a song called Albatross by Fleetwood Mac that has a similar kind of reverby sound, and the Beatles were big fans of them at the time. So on July 24th, they recorded the song. On the same day, they also recorded another unfinished song, which is our second song of the week. That's called Mean Mr. Mustard. Now, the 2 were recorded as one song, and as they get to the end of the Sun King and the beginning of Mean Mr. Mustard, Ringo had to do something interesting because he had these towels, which are called tea towels in England, over his drums while he was playing Sun King, and before Mean Mr. Mustard started, he had to quickly get rid of them and start the next song. This was nothing for Ringo. He is a hero. Mean Mr. Mustard is another Let It Be extra that was floating around a little bit. They tried it a few different times throughout the Let It Be sessions. It's actually older than that because there was a demo of the song, which was relatively incomplete, for the White Album sessions. They never got around to it because they had so much good stuff for the White Album. Originally, it was his sister Shirley. When they started coming up with the Sun King medley, Polythene Pam is also one of the songs. We're going to hear about that in a later week, but John changed his sister Shirley to his sister Pam to kind of give the song a little bit of a continuity, a little bit of glue to hold it all together. They half-heartedly tried Mean Mr. Mustard as well throughout the Let It Be sessions. They changed it a little bit here and there. There's a couple of cool chunks of audio that you're going to hear in your Mop Top audio that you're going to get in your email this week. After they recorded these 2 songs, they knew that they were going to put them with other songs. So it ends kind of abruptly at this point, but they had a future plan, and the next time we talk, we're going to talk more about that in the weeks to come. We're going to hear about 2 more songs next week. Until then, have a fabulous day. Thank you so much. I'm Professor Moptop.